Imagine yourself sitting on top of an angry bull while holding on to your life. That's exactly what Amadeu Campos Silva experienced, a young bull rider who became a legend in the crazy world of man versus beast. His journey from a small town in Brazil to the big stages of American bull riding is more than just a tale of athletic skill. It's a story of bravery, dreams, and a shocking moment that left everyone stunned. But what exactly went down during those intense final minutes of Amadeu Campos Silva's ride? How did a moment of triumph turn into a tragedy that rocked the entire bull riding community? Let's uncover the details of that fateful day and dive into the life of a rider who never gave up on his dreams. Humble beginnings. A future bull riding star was born in the heart of Brazil, in the small town of Alter. Amadeu Campos Silva came into this world on September 1, 1998, not knowing that his life would change the world of rodeo. Alter, surrounded by lush green sugarcane fields in Sao Paulo, was where Amadeu's story began. Growing up in a town with a population of just over 4,000, Amadeu's life was surrounded by a caring community. His early years were packed with the typical innocence of a young boy, but there was something more behind his sparkle. Amadeu wasn't just an ordinary kid. He had a burning desire, a passion for a dangerous sport, bull riding. Amadeu's passion for bull riding stemmed from his family's history. Amadeu's hero and mentor was his father, Flavio. Being a former professional bull rider, Flavio could see his son's excitement whenever the topic of bull riding came up. He knew it wasn't just a game for Amadeu. It was a way of life he enjoyed. Amadeu started learning the ins and outs of bull riding from his father. His first real experience with bull riding came at a very young age. While other kids were focused on school and play, 7-year-old Amadeu approached a ranch owner, asking for work. This wasn't a typical request from a child. It was a mission to save his family from eviction. Amadeu offered to help milk the cows in exchange for his family's accommodation on the ranch. As our young lad grew older, his love for bull riding grew stronger. By the time he was 16, Amadeu was ready to face the challenge. His first ride was more than just a skill test. It was a rite of passage, a step into a world where grit and determination took on extreme fear. With his father's teachings in his heart and a natural talent that couldn't be denied, Amadeu climbed onto his first bull. The crowd held their breath as this young boy prepared for his first real encounter with danger. When the bull burst out of the tunnel, something unbelievable happened. Moving in perfect harmony with the beast, Amadeu displayed an unexpected blend of strength and grace. It looked like he was born to ride. The crowd erupted in cheers, but for Amadeu, it was more than just applause. It was the realization that he was meant for this, and that he could excel in a sport that many wouldn't dare try. Flavio saw the potential for greatness, a hunger that would soon take Amadeu beyond the borders of their small town. But how did his humble beginning in Alter lead him to the grand stages of American bull riding? The rise. Amadeu Campos Silva's bull riding journey went from a hobby to a successful career. His talent and dedication were evident in Brazil's top rodeo competitions. One of Amadeu's first big achievements was competing in the Liga Nacional de Rodeo, where he entertained the crowd with his skills. It wasn't just about staying on the bull, but how he rode that beast. This performance marked the arrival of a young bull riding star. Building on this success, Amadeu made a mark at the Brazilian Professional Bull Riding Finals, finishing in second place. But Brazil was just the beginning for him. Driven by ambition, he decided to move to the United States to compete against the best. This marked the beginning of a new chapter in his life, filled with ambition to dominate the American bull riding circuit. However, the transition to the US came with challenges. Amadeu had to start over in a different culture and language. The American rodeo scene was more competitive and demanded a deep understanding of the sport. American Dream. When Amadeu Campos Silva arrived in Texas, it was a major milestone in his bull riding journey. It represented his American dream of competing with the best riders in the world. Texas, with its rich rodeo culture, was the perfect place for Amadeu to chase his goals. The stakes were higher, and so were the expectations. Every morning as the sun rose over the vast Texan landscape, Amadeu was already into his training. However, communicating with coaches, understanding technical instructions, and even everyday interactions were problematic. He had a tough time making it in the professional bull riding scene in the US. The sport was known for being rough and challenging, and Amadeu faced his fair share of obstacles. He kept getting injured, especially dislocating his shoulder, which was a setback in his quest for glory. Every ride had the potential for harm, but Amadeu saw it as part of the sport. Despite the toll on his body, he never gave up on bull riding. Shoulder dislocations would take down any athlete, but Amadeu faced them with a strong mindset. He always bounced back, often exceeding expectations, which amazed his trainers and doctors. He didn't see injuries as a sign to quit, but as a challenge to overcome on his way to success. Amadeu's commitment to the sport was evident in his intense training and recovery routine. He spent countless hours in the gym to prepare his body for the demands of bull riding. His training went beyond physical fitness and included studying bull behavior to improve his techniques. Even when he couldn't ride due to injuries, Amadeu stayed mentally engaged by analyzing rides, learning from others, and planning his comeback. Despite his struggles with injuries, one of Amadeu's biggest achievements was qualifying for the Professional Bull Riders (PBR) World Finals. His journey to the PBR World Finals was full of challenges, but it also showed drive for this sport. He demonstrated that physical pain could not compete with his mental strength and passion for bull riding. His ability to overcome these challenges and qualify for the World Finals made him an inspiration for aspiring bull riders. Facing the giants. Amadeu's journey into the U.S. bull riding circuit was like jumping into a place where history is created. He competed against the best riders and rose to the top of the world's rankings. In each competition, he gained more knowledge and insight into the sport through his encounters with well-known bull riders. Riding alongside experienced professionals, Amadeu soaked up knowledge from every interaction. The casual conversations behind the scenes, the advice they gave him after a ride, and the strategies they discussed in the locker room. It all helped him in some way. Amadeu was able to refine his approach and technique due to these priceless lessons. Amadeu's career in the U.S. was marked by special rides that showed off his magic. The rides that made the crowd go wild, the successful dismounts, and the nerve-wracking close calls. Every one of these incidents enhanced Amadeu's already rising stature. Despite the fact that he was new to the U.S. circuit, Amadeu quickly established himself through his strong commitment to the sport. It was this newfound knowledge that prepared him for the biggest challenge of his career, the ride that would change his life forever. And what happened at the PBR Velocity Tour Championship in Fresno, California, was tragic. Last ride, on August 29, 2021, the Save Mart Arena was buzzing with energy for a big day in professional bull riding. However, it turned out to be a day that would be remembered forever. Amadeu Campos Silva was getting ready for his last ride, a ride that would tragically leave a strong mark on everyone who saw it. As the second round of the competition began, Amadeu looked completely focused. He made sure his gear was in order before wrapping his bull rope and mentally preparing himself, just like he always did. The moment arrived, and Amadeu climbed onto Classic Man, a bull known for its immense power. The gate opened, and for 5 intense seconds, the cowboy showed why he was considered one of the best young riders. He moved in sync with the bull's wild movements, showcasing his intelligence. But in an instant, everything went wrong. Amadeu lost his grip and was thrown into the air before reaching the crucial 8-second mark. As he fell, his foot got caught in the flank rope. Amadeu was pinned down helplessly, and the bull kept bucking and spinning. The young superstar got stuck under his back leg, suffering severe chest injuries as the bull struggled to regain balance. The emergency medical team wasted no time and jumped into action as soon as they got Amadeu untangled from the rope. They worked quickly to stabilize him and figure out how bad his injuries were. The arena, which had been super loud and rowdy during the bull riding event, suddenly got really quiet and tense. Even though the medical team did everything they could, Amadeu's injuries were just too severe. They tried their best to save him, but the accident had done too much damage. It was a really sad moment for everyone there, realizing that Amadeu couldn't be saved. It was a huge loss for the world of professional bull riding. The news of Amadeu Campos Silva's accident brought sadness to the fans, and his last ride served as a stark reminder of how quickly life can change. Even though Amadeu's journey was cut short, his memory lives on in the hearts of those who continue to honor his journey. Amadeu Campos Silva, a young man who chased his desires with courage, will be remembered forever in the world of bull riding.